na phone call bi a happen between Nana Addo Akufo-Addo and Afenso no Ken Ofori Atta. Na maybe say entina Ken Ofori Atta enim said there will come a time ice ebe detention no eniti ena o place sa phone call yi ana na phone call by ena a call so between Ken Ofori Atta and Afenso Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Now this was a phone caller Ken Ofori Atta a place here to Nana Addo Akufo-Addo o pleadi Nana Addo Akufo-Addo say on sending this word of caution to MPP Amanyoko no say mon rally and I say mon unite na mon win power in coming 2028 na oye aka akwantiumu and then ye bisa say did Ken Ofori Atta know say what has happened today will happen to him and now yenti a some entry from Dr. Ren or my leaked information and affenso leaked details. So what here and some now they were doing about comment section no I know subscribe to channel no we na sana the video to my YouTube epebo on kaya na when you be at here I know share ama afo front so and sa can be comment na we remember comment section no ma ehonte yenti Dr. Ren leaked information or the atoja about Ken Ofori Atta the detention by ICE.
Ken Ofori Atta mentan Akufo-Addo mentan JB Dankwafo omu nyina ye Ghana fo ba mamenka no kore ne kyerɛw se ye pese o man ne kɔ nanim a that family no we should not let them get closer to power o ma dwene no ene wo ma koma mu no eye different wo mo de no they always come to fulfill scriptures. John 10:10 the thief cometh not only to steal o mo ma so mbe wianko awo na mo sa ba so ma be sey no ma sa ekum nipa womu ya Ghanaian indigenous business people. Remember, womu ankasa nipa ebe kan se womu bae no Magdan or some bae no mugugu Ghanaian businesses. This is coming from Magdan. And I would say Magdan were private jet. The private jet as some were home the private jet no. The private jet no belong to certain person bia ebe do Ghana no certain things has to exchange hands. And a bayer Magdan dia. Who was that person? Is it Nana Addo Akufo-Addo na? These are questions I move we want to probe further. Because yes we in Sembia yinim. Oh yes. Now Nana Addo Akufo-Addo no te Ghana no. Onim clearly. And I'll tell MPP something here. And watch me and listen to me very carefully. You see, let me tell you one thing. I did a video quite recently, Muhu say Akufo-Addo or invite MPP presidential candidates ni na mo pe flag bearership no or mo pe so mu lead MPP or ye meeting bi no frɛ mu nyina onim de intra. Ken Ofori Atta placed the call to Akufo-Addo and he told Akufo-Addo, I am instructing you to call the MPP flag bearers and tell them that they have to unite and make sure that come 2028 they will win power because meye aka akwantuom. And I need to come to Ghana. I need the sunshine. I don't need to be in this cold weather. I need to live in the country Ghana. I am not the only person that I have to be sacrificed. So Ken Ofori Atta told Akufo-Addo say, put MPP together to ensure, say, come 2028, they will win power so I can come back home. He knows, say, Obeda prison. First one, Yamane Koye, that was 1999. Our person was signed a baby. Our baby aye. We Johnny Sako 1999. Omu Johnny Koye. In fact, Omu Johnny from 1998. Mu Johnny. When MPP gained one power, they came back. The same thing in 2008 when they lost power, they left the shores of Ghana. Akufo-Addo ran and came here to United Kingdom to stay here. It took the lives of a friend, a friend is Sir John. And I remember I interviewed Sir John here in London. And Sir John told me, I say, me ko Ghana, me de Akufo-Addo na eko, what he wheelchair mukra me de ko Ghana. And in fact, when he went to Ghana too, he was granted interview and he said, me ba you can be my message for Akufo-Addo about what he wheelchair mukra me de beba. I am trying to let you people understand that these people, you know, whenever they get the chance to get power, what they do, they say they go after our natural resources. Because you see, they believe in their heart of heart. They believe that when it comes to the country Ghana, they deserve to lead the nation. They see themselves as the so-called supreme of Ghana. To them, they believe that they are the wisest people who came from the family of Ken Ofori Atta, the first. Sir Ofori Atta, I didn't buy UK. I be in the night of British Empire. To them, they believe. Because when Takrade Habo, commission, it was Sir Ofori Atta, and the then a governor, and will be a Takrade Habo. To them, they think, say, on my Ghana, no, the independence, na ye J, which is a big fallacy, which is, false, which is untruth. Because my grandfather, a friend is a Pa Grant, who hails from Axim. Ne miankasa me nana ba ko no so free elembele enkrofo ye Kwame Nkrumah na mo munyansa ne omunim de so and ye bedum pempenso ye gi the independence of Ghana no. I am not saying said it is only these two men. Of course, the likes of a friend is Jacob Sensei, the likes of a friend is Professor Kwejiri Agri, John Mensah Munyina, people have play one more part. But when it came to the creme de la creme, to fight and gain independence, it was when Nkrumah came and said, no, we are going to use the positive action defiance, to tell the British, say, free, my Ghana, the black man, and capable of running his day-to-day activities. In fact, the lives of Ken Ofori Atta's family never believed in the independence of Ghana. The JB Dankwa never believed in the independence of Ghana. Akufo Addo's family never ever believed in the independence of Ghana. Gabi was born in the UK. How did it happen? Say, UK. This is the story. After independence in 1957, 6 March, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo's family, the JB Dankwa's family, the Ofori Atta's family, they came to United Kingdom to seek for political asylum. Now remember, Akufo Addo's name was William Akufo. He was never called Addo. His name was William Akufo. When he came to UK, somewhere in August, September, October in 1957, that was when they had to what? Make changes to his name. The JB Dankwa. The reason is simple. The JB Dankwa was a fit column. The army or people who are, military men who understand this terminology. The fit column means that he is in Ghana, but he feeds on the good information. Send the information to the white supremacist about your next move. Example is what happened to the Maduro man. And they free Venezuela action. One will ask, say, how come say Fidel Castro was not arrested, or with all the many attempts to overthrow him, he was never arrested? Because Castro built human beings in Cuba. Castro built the country Cuba, and he built the human resources. Maduro never built people. He built himself and his family. And in Temreni do and it was his bodyguards, and the G and they be fan ko de and they call USA and they were that detention is the same thing with this family called JB Dankwa JB Dankwa Ken Ofori Atta, the Akufo Addo's family. These are the people that they don't know shady. They are the people who got the best form of opportunity. They got the best form of opportunity because woman and nano and your friend Sir Ofori Atta was a smart man. When they Bruni STD the mindset of Akwesi Bruni. And through that, Oyusu or known smartness, which was a smartness to help the people of Ghana, but also to ensure say obey a good year any man for no dia Akwesi Bruni. So he got favors from Akwesi Bruni, and that is why they handpicked him and brought him to United Kingdom and knighted him as a knight of British Empire, and they started calling him Sir Ofori Atta, Sir Ofori Atta. Don't make any mistake. He ensured the sending money because school, Papa. And in fact, they had the opportunity. He had about over 40 children or share man in Kwada school. And so they took advantage. And those days, many papa were never form. And this family took advantage. Now you see, anytime we allow this family to get closer to the coffers of our nation, they steal and they run away. And then they invest the money. And then they bring back their grandchildren to come and dictate for the nation Ghana. I was not born when Nkrumah was building Ghana. I was nowhere. I was not there. But in 1966, when men took for granted the greater things Nkrumah was doing, Nkrumah was overthrown. Today, we have seen a change of government. Men are taking it for granted. I have seen men taking it for granted. I have seen men trying to listen to the MPP, the so-called Dankwa Dombo Buzia tradition, and taking it for granted the gains that we have achieved in this short time under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Let me send this word of caution to every Ghanaian. It happened in 1966 when Akroma was building the Akosombo Dam, when Akroma was building the motorway when there was no motorway in the United Kingdom. In fact, it is today that they have edited their history, and then now they claim that the so-called bypass that they had was a motorway and not a bypass. And they call Baba Kwasim no because they built the motorway before 5 years later Ghana built the motorway, which is a lie. Now, now the thing I'm better who Ghana I have told you I don't hate the family, but I've told you it is say yenye busuana yenyina ye won ofie mu no efie bia say mensa wom, but mensa no wom no we should not allow mensa no to get chance to have the ebusuano ejapade no, the possession of the family no emie mfa nhye mensa nensa, because ye the hye mensa nensa mensa ne be say ebusuano. And that is the reason why I'm pempi, yet when my Ghana no share the Ofori Atta, the Kufu Addo, the JB Dankwa, we go back. Because these are people who were born and spoiled. They spoiled them. And to them, they have not come to the realization to understand the times to have a change or renewing of mind. Now, and I'm saying they don't have the renewing of mind. They walk with bitterness in their heart. What you say? They walk with what? Bitterness. This is the gospel truth. And they hate Ghana to the core. They don't respect you, Nipatuntu. I remember in 2008 when John Mahama and Atta Mills won the election. And I remember we visited the year Ofori Atta in his home. Okoton Krama Miyunu. And were two Omudin Atta Mills and John Mahama. I have said it somewhere before. The fear in Kramaya no pudel minu. Mubakai kra Gabi kra you sue the terminology sa Tamils is a pudel to Jerry John Rollins Mubakai mrebi. No more on Kramaya minu. And in Kramaya what to omudin? Forgive me saying it, but that is the truth, that is the gospel truth. What Toba Kudin John Mahama and what Toba Kudin Atta Mills. The people don't respect Ghanaians. You see, almost all the evil tactics of politics. They have read all the evil tactics of politics. And whenever they get the chance, because it's a woman mindset is wired into that ideology to harm Ghanaians in Tino, anytime they get the chance, they destroy the nation Ghana. So clearly, this is the people we are dealing with. They will steal from us and they will run away. And they will never come to account for their stewardship. I am only telling you, as a nation. This is YouTube, this is Facebook. It will be here till eternity. A day the children, our sons and daughters will come. You hear the name JB Dankwa. You hear the name Ofori Atta. You hear the name of a friend is Kufu Addo. Ask. Inquire. If these people are coming from the lineage of Sir Ofori Atta, I am warning you. Don't give them the chance and the opportunity to get closer to power. They will steal us, they will destroy the nation, and they will run away. And today, thanks to our team in USA, who were smart to inform ICE that Ofori Atta Tankra, and thanks to the United States of America, ICE team, so almost picking up and when you feel Minnesota. It's simple. The message is clear. Yemubino, it's now the time for the Ghana ambassador in the United States of America, Victor Smith, to also act accordingly and ensure that ICE will deport Ofori Atta to Ghana. Now, it is very, very simple. Kudos to Okujeto Ablakwa. And Okujeto Ablakwa did something. And it has nothing to do with Chiachi Ofori Atta. But I'm saying, say, kudos to him because simple. Emera obeye Ghana's ambassador, as Ghana's foreign affairs minister. And what Tom Krama MPP phone na omukra diplomatic passport ne say omonfa wo passport embra. In fact, he wrote to every person that okra Ghana's diplomatic passport. Within 1 week, they disrespected the writings, and he was smart and making sure say or cancel all the diplomatic passport. It can offer a diplomatic passport now Ukraine because they said you cancel nintino na odi tukwanya na office challenges na odi tukwanya na enyi and inti oyi ni Ghana passport no yi ni diplomatic passport na diplomatic no emfa. We thank Okudjeto Ablakwa thinking smart and acting smart. I know people will say, oh, I didn't know. Yes, sir. You know, this is what we have to understand. Now, Edinaba detention center. The lawyers actually letter 10 Edi Akroma America ICE. Ene eye American paying for say ye di Ofori Atta Ghana ye be de bone na wo ye yarefo na woni ahoɔdene na ABCD ensem ne de bebre krata tententi wo mun krata ni nyina no enya no correct. They are only trying to prevent Ofori Atta from coming to Ghana to face a accountability. This is a man who once upon a time was a quotation master, always quoting the Bible. If he has nothing wrong, or if he has done nothing wrong, why is he running away from accountability? I am a Christian. I believe in the Bible. If you're a Muslim, I respect your religion. If you're a traditionalist, I respect your whatever your belief is, I respect it. I believe through Jesus Christ. Now, in my belief, I am told that a day of accountability. Ofori Atta always quotes the Bible. So surely he believed in the day of accountability. But how come that the day of accountability wedjane akwakwashe America ompeso obeba? These are the people who told us that they have built Ghana. These are the men who told us that Ghana is far better than the United Kingdom. So why is it that today they are running away from the country that they built in just 1 year? Why are they running away? Which means that when they were in power and they were telling us to say, we have built Ghana, we have done this, we have done that, it was nothing but full of lies and deceit. If you have built Ghana, why run away? Why leave the shores of Ghana? So please, if they believe that ICE is ensuring say people should not come to America illegally, Americans should also support the nation Ghana to fight against people who are ministers, who are foreign diplomats, who when they get the chance, use the chance now to steal from the poor people. In the letter the ama ICE. You know what I say? Your team, America, actual letter the ama ICE. That if ICE believe of fighting illegal migrant, they should not spare Ofori Atta. Because Ofori Atta was a finance minister who must account for his stewardship. And because of his bad governance and his bad leadership and bad finance minister, a lot of Ghanaian people went and left Ghana and then went to exile, seeking for a greener pasture. Yensi actual ICE. It ye best Ghana for a Muslim bruchri. You do the idea. You fix the country demonstration across Europe and America and UK and Ghana. And I was very, very instrumental. In fact, freedom fighters and face the country. I have always been among the founders. They fixed the country by. In fact, Fix the Country was supposed to come in 2020. America to Aban. And Oliver Barker said no after election. We have to also demonstrate. Because on site. Chicken Ofori Atta. Na woman so ena musuma say yenjai woman there be. You should come home and face the law. As simple as ABCD. Or you don't agree. If you agree, let me know. Because this is the time that we build our nation. Every country is building their country. It is time for us to build our country. If America believes in accountability, Ghanaians, we should let them understand that they should allow Ken Ofori Atta to come to Ghana and account for his stewardship. John Mahama wendrani anko bebia. His finance minister said tekwe wendrani anko bebia. They lived in the country Ghana and they made sure that they accounted for their stewardship. So why is Ken Ofori Atta running away? Why is the MPP supporting Ken Ofori Atta to run away? Why is a Kufuado or to Kwine by UK and saying, and I told you guys, I don't know so Ken Ofori Atta. This is the good news. This is the happy news. They hate me, baby, I Ediabisin, Ebenezer, they beat me, in TCC, Ghana for, and Semno, and Amedi Abraham. We'll be following. The team in USA will also let us know. The baby akwa kusi. Assalamu alaikum. Yasim alaikum salam. I've told you, Ken Ofori Atta will come to account for his stewardship by hook or by crook, or peu, peu, or beba. Edamunyina amas nyame ya adomwa and semne fofroba near tibia. I've told you this year, my show is called The Solution Show. I am looking for people to come on board so that we can discuss solutions to solve the problems of Ghana. How come we have gold, but men who sit on gold does not understand the usages of gold? We have bauxite, lithium, manganese. It is time for us to brainstorm to add value to our natural resources and also to add value to our human resources so that the Ghanaian child one day will stand up and also compete with the world, so that when he holds his passport and somebody also holds the American passport or British passport, he will not feel inferior because he has a Ghanaian passport, but rather he also feels superior that his passport that is holding at the Enimonyam Shabrano and Monyam Shenin unless we build our country, unless we build our hospitals, unless we build our roads, unless we build our bridges, unless we create jobs for the youth, unless we create jobs for our sisters, our brothers to also get good jobs to do, so that at least they will not feel inferior. This has always been our call. Thank you, Ghana, and God bless us all. We are all involved in building Ghana. Thank you, and take good care of yourselves. Ne lawyer no chiri se Ken Ofori Atta no oyare prostate cancer and ye fly no call Minnesota Mayo Clinic se onkosa ne ho yare and wo mu chiri mu se Mr. Ofori Atta has been receiving treatment and undergoing monitoring in the US for several weeks ahead of the operation, sources close to the family said. Now, according to the lawyers, no background of the mind. He had also been managing a post-COVID multi-system inflammatory response syndrome, initially diagnosed in February 2021. No, remember Ken Ofori Atta. Ebedu mrebi ma yeka chere se ejuma na wo ye no wonja ejuma no. Ken Ofori Atta still insisted and told Ghanaians say because of the love for Mother Ghana and Tino, ontimi njaye adwuma, obekoswa ye adwuma. This is what Ken Ofori Atta kachere Ghana for. So the good news nini, maybe church rumunama mwohunu, entrono a Ken Ofori Atta etwa no. Na entrono has to come to an end. And the entrono area yene say ice achino, ome detaining no. Na mechiro the entire ice achi Ken Ofori Atta. Metro the Kudientia ice at Ken Ofori Atta. Now, see, Mr. Ofori Atta had to go has been managing a post-COVID multi-system inflammatory response syndrome. Initially diagnosed in February 2021, a condition that has required ongoing medical oversight. Now, Metwa, Mr. Ofori Atta has served as Ghana's finance minister from 2017 to 2023, playing a key role in the country's economic management during a turbulent period that included the COVID-19 pandemic and negotiations with the International Monetary Funds. Now, story when me read free Asasi Radio. Remember, Asasi Radio belongs to Gabi Asare Ochedako. Remember, Gabi Asare Ochedako is a cousin to Ken Ofori Atta. Gabi Asare Ochedako is also a cousin to Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufu Addo. So what the newspaper is trying to do, they want to paint it into the international media, say Ken Ofori Atta is somebody or credible, a hard-working man, somebody who really even did well for Ghana as Ghana's finance minister. So they are painting the dark horse as white as snow. San ombe no omunia. San ombe no omunia. It is some ye bibia na a portray what the Ghanaian media na say e de kira America for ne eyes say Ken Ofori Atta ne ho son ne ho kronkron. This is what they are doing. Me kire mu akire. But me so me kire me die me so me factor me wo e wo enkomo we ho me kire. Now owie no say we play a key role in the country's economic management during a turbulent period that included the COVID-19 pandemic and negotiations with the International Monetary Fund. We all know Ken Ofori Atta told Ghanaians, we are not going to IMF. And we'll call IMF. The paper or the story from Asasi Radio wants to mislead the general public. They want to mislead the public